Hello there, everyone. Welcome back into this lecture. Now, in this lecture, we're going to use ChatGPT to give us book ideas. Now, I'm going to go to my ChatGPT window. I'm going to click open a new chat, and I urge you to do the same thing. Now, you can name that chat whatever you want. Now, in this case, now it's a new chat. I still haven't wrote anything, so I have to write anything for it to become a chat. Now, I'm going to be using GPT-4 to be completely and utterly honest with you because I think I'm going to be using the best version of ChatGPT. Now, in your case, if you have the free ChatGPT version, it's okay. You can use the GPT 3.5, even though the result's not going to be the same, but you're using ChatGPT. So I'm going to switch to GPT-4 and I'm going to write my first prompt. I'm going to say, I am in the process of writing an Amazon Kindle book about how to use ChatGPT to make money online in different ways for, let's say, dummies. And I want you to do keyword research and brainstorm 10 book title ideas to get the most, let's say, the most sales and the most eyeballs and the most, and to basically make the book trending on Amazon. But also, it should include keywords with high search traffic. And if I would just click enter right now, because this is ChatGPT 4, it's going to be a little slower, okay? Now, you can see here that once it wrote the first line, now I can name my chat. But I will just wait a second until it finishes answering before I can give this chat a name. The reason why you would name your chats is because you want to go back to your chats, right? Your chats are going to be here in your library, so you can always go back and access them. But if you don't name them, the problem that's going to happen is that they're just going to be forgotten here. You're not going to know where you've written the prompt and going to be lost. So here I'm going to click edit. And this chat, I'm going to say book brainstorming ideas for Amazon, KDP. And I'm just going to hit enter. And now we have a different title for this particular chat. And you can see here that it gave me some titles. The first one is Harnessing AI, Earning Money with ChatGPT for Beginners, ChatGPT Uncovered, Unlocking Profits with AI-Powered Tools, the ChatGPT Money Machine. Now, just out of a whim, I'm going to tell you what I think is the best, to be completely honest with you, because I can see it from here from a consumer perspective, and I think this one is just the best. The third, the ChatGPT Money Machine. So I'll go along with that. So I'll copy that title and I'm going to say, based on this title, go ahead and find me actually, let's just write the outline for the course right away and write an outline, not the course, I'm sorry, for the book, an outline of the Amazon book. Now it's going to go ahead, or let's just call it the curriculum. Or let's just keep it like that. An outline for the Amazon book. And over here, I'm going to say, I want the book to have, let's say, 12 chapters. 12 chapters. Now, if I would just click enter over here, it's going to go ahead right now. And it's going to start writing the outline for me. So guess what? We'll just wait because this is ChatGPT 4. It takes time. Now, this is the first chapter. What is ChatGPT? The evolution of AI language models. Chapter 2, understanding the power of AI, so on and so forth. Chapter 3, first steps. Chapter 4, 5, 6, how to use ChatGPT to write blog posts and articles, ways to monetize the AI content. So you can see that it's quite amazing at generating quite the book outline. And we've asked it to do it in 12 chapters, so it's going to go ahead and do it. And the quality of this work is definitely going to be much better than GPT 3.5, even though I must say that GPT 3.5 is also okay. So if you're using it, it's not a problem. It's also good. Now that I have my curriculum, I want you to go, and in order not to lose your curriculum, I always like to use Google Docs. So go and search for Google Docs and paste your curriculum in Google Docs by creating a new Google Doc file. So I'm going to go over here, click go to Google Docs, and now you can open a new file, and you can see that I've basically got quite some files. So this is the file for the book that I've written, and don't worry about it because I'm going to show you how to write the book from scratch. I'm not going to show you to write the entire book, but I'm going to show you what to do. So if I go here and click the plus button, now the reason why I don't want to show you how to write the entire book, because guess what? This book right here that I've written, if I were to just sit down and show you how to write it, it's going to take us probably 30 hours because it took me that much. And so I'm going to give you every little detail and pointer that you need, and I believe that will be more than enough. Now that you have the doc file opened, I'm going to go to, now let me just close this. I'm going to go back to ChatGPT, and I'm going to copy the curriculum of the book, and I'm going to copy it entirely, go back to my Google Docs, and right here. Now, Google Docs, you can't click like this and paste it. You have to hit Control V. This is how it works with Google Docs. Now, if I do that, you can see that now I have my book, except for the formatting here is not the same. So I'm going to select all the text, and I'm going to unformat it, change the formatting. So I'm going to go over here to click on Format, Clear Formatting. And you can see that now we have cleared formatting, except for they're a little bit close to each other's. So I'm going to click line and paragraph height, and I'm going to add 1.5 and here add space after paragraph, just so I can make it a little bit different. And you can basically go ahead and make the chapter number 1 bold. So let me just click out. I can select chapter number 1. I can make it bold. I can select chapter number 2. Also, I can make it bold. Chapter number 3. I can also make it bold. And so on and so forth until I'm done. So let me just scroll down. Now this is just for aesthetics, okay? If you want to make everything bold, you can also make it bold and italic at the same time if you want, but it's not a big deal. Now we have the most important part is that we have the outline for the book, and we know exactly what we want to write and how the book is going to look like. So we already know everything. Now I can just scroll down just a little bit. Chapter 8. And then chapter 9, and then let's just move on a little bit more and more and more. This one here, and if I can scroll down a little bit. Chapter 12 is the last, which is the conclusion. And so now that we have the curriculum, the good thing is that we put it on Google Docs. So all we have to do is to now go back here to ChatGPT to kind of copy the title of the book. So I'm going to go and copy the title of the book. And I'm going to copy it like this. It's quite a big title, but it's good. And I'm going to say outline like this, add a hyphen, and then paste the title of the book. And now this is completely, basically, if you go back to Docs, if you refresh the page, you will find this page. So you can download it on your computer, which is ideal, or you can choose not to download it on your computer, which is also your choice. But it is here. So it's protected, and you can share it on Drive if you want. You can send it to yourself via email from here. So if you could just click File, Email, you could email it to yourself, or you could share it with others. So there's plenty of ways. You could also download it as a PDF or as a Microsoft Word doc. So in this case, if I download it as a Microsoft Word doc, I get to keep a copy in my computer in case something happened and you lose the curriculum. So now that we have the curriculum, believe me, other things are not going to be as complex. So we've done a good part of the work is already done. Now that we know what we're going to write, we just have to use ChatGPT to do the writing for us. But before that, I want you to go to Google Docs, and this is supposed to be in the next lecture, but I want you to go to Google Docs and open up a new chat. And that's the initial chat. So let's go ahead. And first things first, the first page should be the page where you write basically your book title. So if I take you to my book that I have written, which I'm expecting to make a bestseller of, I'm repeating it because I want to psych myself into doing it. So if I scroll down right here, let me show you. Now, normally, the first page is the page where you insert the title of the book. And so we're going to take the title of the book and insert it on the first page, and we'll do that in the next lecture. So stay tuned and see you until the next lecture. But I'm not just show you how to insert the title or anything. I'm going to show you how to create the book from scratch. Now, as far as the people who are asking, when are you going to show us to add the cover? Now, to add the cover, not the cover, those parts are going to be for another section. But the QR code that we have over here, people are able to scan. I'm going to make a lecture about that as well. But we're going to have to make a lecture to decide about which lead magnet do we want to give people for free in exchange for their email address. And so I want to make that a debate. And here, believe me, it's not really difficult to set up this QR code. It's also not difficult to create a landing page, which will enable you to squeeze people's email addresses. And until the next lecture, take very good care of yourself, and see you in the next lecture.